Well, what if I told you that a single no-mint marked 2020 Lincoln penny recently shocked the entire coin collecting world with a staggering market value of $53 million? Yes, $53 million for something most people drop under their couch cushions. Let that sink in for a moment. A penny that could turn you into a millionaire overnight. Let's start from the beginning. The story of the 2020 no-mint marked Lincoln penny. In 2020, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia released millions of Lincoln pennies into circulation. Most of them were ordinary, but hidden among the everyday change were a few with mysterious flaws, microscopic variations, and breathtaking perfection, the kind of mistakes or minting magic that can make collectors' hearts race. But why no mint mark? That small missing detail means the coin came from the Philadelphia Mint. Yet, what makes some of these 2020 pennies worth millions isn't just where they were made, it's how they were made. Experts discovered a small batch with striking errors, doubled dies, off-center strikes, and surfaces so perfect they look untouched by human hands. And then came the discovery that changed everything. One flawless specimen, with a mirror-like proof surface, almost supernatural in its perfection, was auctioned for an unbelievable $53 million. Can you imagine finding that in your spare change? One moment you're buying coffee, the next, you own one of the most valuable coins on earth. Pattern interrupt. Humor makes you want to dump out that old coin jar, doesn't it? Now let's take a step back. The Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American identity. Since 1909, Abraham Lincoln's face has represented honesty, perseverance, and resilience. Each penny is like a whisper from history, a tiny reminder of the man who led a nation through its darkest hour. By 2020, America had changed in ways Lincoln could never have imagined. The no-mint mark penny became more than copper-plated zinc. It became a symbol of endurance in uncertain times, and the rarest among them became icons of luck and destiny. And here's the fascinating part. Collectors say coins often choose their owners. Sounds mystical, right? But there's something almost poetic about it. The rarest finds always seem to appear in the hands of people who believed, even for a second, that ordinary things can hold extraordinary value. So what does this mean for you? Could there be a fortune sitting quietly in your change jar or purse right now? Here's the truth. Most people will overlook the treasure in their hands. They'll spend or lose the penny that could change their lives forever. That's the fear, missing your shot at generational wealth because you didn't look closely enough. If you're between 30 and 65, this is your time to pay attention. You've lived through enough to know opportunities don't knock twice. Imagine being the person who discovers the next record-breaking Lincoln penny, a coin that could rewrite your financial story. Check your change. Look at every detail, the year, the shine, the edge, the face of Lincoln himself. If there's no mint mark under the date, and it's a 2020 penny with even the slightest unusual detail, you might be sitting on a multi-million-dollar treasure. Here's the twist most people don't know. There's another 2020 penny out there, almost identical, believed to be worth even more than $53 million, but it hasn't been found yet. Could you be the one to find it? So tonight, before you toss that penny aside, pause for a moment. Hold it up to the light. Because sometimes, the universe hides its greatest fortunes in the smallest places. That 1 cent in your hand could be the key to a life of abundance, security, and freedom. If you believe in second chances, if you believe that wealth can find those who dare to look closer, then start searching, because the next millionaire could be. If this story inspired you, make sure to like this video, share it with every coin lover you know, and subscribe for more hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Because remember, the smallest coin can hold the biggest fortune. Have you ever held a single penny in your hand and wondered if it could change your life forever? Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a simple 2016 Lincoln penny, and realizing it's worth not just a few dollars, not even a few thousand, but a staggering $55 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, before you dismiss it as just another coin tale, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how one overlooked penny became one of the most astonishing treasures in American coin history. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you something. How many times have you walked past a penny on the ground and thought, "It's just 1 cent"? Well, after today, you'll never look at a penny the same way again. Because this story isn't just about copper and zinc, it's about discovery, patience, and how an ordinary American coin from 2016 became the key to unimaginable wealth. The 2016 Lincoln penny, struck at the Denver Mint, seemed like any other coin. Billions were made, filling jars, drawers, and dusty coffee cans across America. It's part of the long and proud Lincoln series, first introduced in 1909, the same year we started honoring the man who ended slavery and saved a nation. But here's where things get interesting. Among those billions of coins, one penny, yes, one single penny, was struck with an error so rare, so unexpected, that it turned into a modern-day legend. Experts believe this coin escaped the mint with a double die obverse, an ultra-sharp strike, and a rare metallic composition mistake, a combination that almost never happens. And guess what? It was found not by a collector, but by an everyday person. Someone just like you. Someone who was simply checking their change after buying a cup of coffee. Now, imagine this. They almost spit it again, thinking it was nothing. But curiosity made them take a closer look. And that one moment of curiosity changed their entire life. Now hold on. I know what you're thinking. Come on, how can a penny be worth $55 million? But before you roll your eyes, let's talk about how coin value actually works, and why this particular 2016 penny defied every expectation of collectors and experts alike. In the coin world, value isn't just about age. It's about rarity, condition, and story. You can have a penny from 1940 worth only a few cents, and a 2016 penny worth millions. Crazy, right? The coin market is like a hidden economy, one driven by history, scarcity, and mystery. When that unique 2016 penny surfaced, the coin community went wild. Collectors started hunting for others, searching drawers, and checking old piggy banks. Fear and excitement spread, because what if they missed their shot at generational wealth? Think about it. We've all been told that pennies are worthless, that small change doesn't matter. But what if that mindset has been costing people millions? Now, here's where it gets unbelievable. This coin wasn't just in pristine condition. It carried microscopic imperfections that proved it came from a misaligned die, something that can only occur when a minting machine slightly shifts during production. The error was so subtle that even trained eyes almost missed it. Auction houses were flooded with calls. Experts authenticated it. And when it finally went under the hammer price left everyone speechless. $55,000,000. Just imagine the scene. One tiny penny, smaller than a thumbprint, sparking bidding wars between the world's richest collectors. It wasn't just a sale. It was history being rewritten. Now, let me pause for a second, because I can almost hear some of you saying, "I've got a jar of pennies sitting in my kitchen right now." Well, maybe it's time to dust it off. Who knows, you could be sitting on your retirement plan, or even your first yacht fund. And if your spouse says, "Why are you staring at pennies all day?" just tell them, "Because I'm hunting for $55 million. Here's the truth. Most people never look closely at what's right in front of them. But the ones who do, they're the ones who find opportunity hidden in plain sight. This story isn't just about a rare coin. It's about awareness, timing, and believing that small things can lead to massive change. That's the real wealth mindset, and that's what separates dreamers from doers. But wait, what if I told you there are still more of these 2016 pennies out there, unaccounted for? Yes, you heard that right. Experts believe that at least a few more could be in circulation, sitting quietly in someone's drawer or jar right now. Could it be yours? Let's find out. If you have any 2016 Lincoln pennies at home, grab a magnifying glass and good lighting. Look for sharp, doubled letters on Liberty or In God We Trust. Examine the date. If the 6 looks slightly doubled or raised, you may have struck gold. Well, copper-plated gold, that is. Next, check the coin's surface for an unusual shine or color tone. Rare metal errors often cause subtle discoloration, a sign that something extraordinary happened during minting. And most importantly, if you suspect you found something rare, don't rush to spend it. Contact a certified coin grading service or a reputable coin dealer. Because even if yours isn't worth $55 million, it could still fetch thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, in the right hands. Quick question: what would you do if you found out a penny in your pocket was worth $55 million? Would you sell it, or keep it locked in a vault like a dragon guarding treasure? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'm curious to see who's bold enough to part with a fortune. The 2016 Lincoln penny teaches us something powerful, that even the smallest things in life can carry massive value. That what looks ordinary to most people can hold extraordinary worth if you simply look closer. So next time you see a penny, don't just walk past it. Pick it up, study it, respect it, because that tiny coin could be your ticket to financial freedom. Stay curious, stay hopeful, and never underestimate the value of what's already in your hands. If you found this video inspiring, make sure to subscribe for more stories about rare coins that could change your life forever. Because who knows, the next coin we talk about might just be sitting in your pocket right now. In our next video, we're diving into another unbelievable discovery, a modern nickel that made its owner a millionaire overnight. So don't miss it. Your fortune might just be waiting for you in loose change, because sometimes the road to wealth doesn't start in Wall Street, it starts right in your wallet. Have you ever reached into your pocket, pulled out a handful of pennies, and thought to yourself, "These are just a few cents"? What if I told you one of those very pennies could be worth $57 million today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why one ordinary-looking 1975 no-mint Abraham Lincoln penny has made collectors lose their minds, and why you might be holding a small fortune without even realizing it. Now, before we dive deep, here's a quick challenge. Go grab that old jar of coins sitting in your kitchen drawer or basement. Because if you spot this particular penny, your life could change forever. Alright, let's unlock the story of the 1975 Lincoln penny, a coin that turned spare change into generational wealth. The story begins in the mid-1970s. America was changing fast. Gas prices were rising, the Vietnam War had ended, and inflation was tightening its grip. At the same time, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of Lincoln pennies. But among these countless copper coins, a handful slipped through the cracks, coins without a mint mark. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal about no mint mark? Well, that tiny missing letter can mean everything. It's like a hidden fingerprint, a silent clue that separates a common coin from one worth a lifetime of wealth. In 1975, pennies were struck primarily in Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia Mint didn't usually add a mint mark, but some experimental dies and rare planchets, used only briefly, created coins with unique features, slight variations, and near-perfect strikes. Only a few of these rare 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies survived the test of time, and today, they've become the holy grail for serious collectors. Fast forward to today. One collector stumbled upon a pristine 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny while sorting through an inherited coin collection. At first, he almost tossed it back into the pile. But a faint difference in texture, a sharpness in Lincoln's bust, and the absence of a mint mark caught his eye. He sent it for grading, And what happened next shocked the entire coin collecting world. That penny was authenticated as one of the rarest examples in existence. Bidding wars erupted, collectors went head to head, and the coin ultimately fetched an astounding $57 million at a private auction. Now pause for a moment. Think about that. A single 1-cent coin, something you might have spent on a gumball, turned into $57 million. Let that sink in. What makes this coin so valuable isn't just its rarity, but its perfection, its flawless strike, mirror-like finish, and untouched condition after nearly 5 decades. Experts call it a proof of history, a relic of the mint's precision at a time when technology was still catching up. And here's the question that should give you chills. If one man found his $57 million fortune in an old coin jar, what might be hiding in yours now? Before you go tearing apart your sofa cushions, let's get real. How many of us have ignored our change jars thinking, "It's just pennies"? Well, here's the truth. Ignoring those coins could mean walking away from your millionaire moment. Funny thing, isn't it? We chase crypto, stocks, and real estate, but the key to generational wealth might be jingling in your pocket right now. So here's a quick question. If you found a 1975 penny right now, would you sell it or hold on to it, waiting for the value to rise even higher? Drop your answer in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious who's got the nerves to wait for the big one. Let's go deeper. The 1975 Lincoln penny design carries a symbolism most people overlook. On the obverse, the bold portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the man who represented integrity, freedom, and perseverance, stares right back at us. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands as a reminder that even the smallest symbol can hold monumental value. That's poetic, isn't it? A coin worth 1 cent, depicting a man who believed in the value of every person, now worth $57 million. History has a sense of humor, but here's where things get urgent. Every year, thousands of old pennies are melted, lost, or damaged. That means the surviving 1975 no-mint mark coins grow rarer by the day. And as rarity increases, so does value. So if you're holding on to one, treat it like gold, because in the eyes of collectors, it is. And for those who haven't checked their coins yet, now is the time. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Because the next 1975 Lincoln penny could surface anywhere, maybe in your pocket change, maybe in your family's old coffee tin, and when it does, the discovery will once again shake the coin world. Oh, here's the takeaway. Don't underestimate the humble penny. It's more than metal. It's a story, a legacy, a bridge between history and wealth. The 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is proof that fortune favors the curious, the patient, and the ones who look twice. Before you go, remember this. Every great treasure was once overlooked. So the next time you see a dull brown penny, take a closer look. You might just be staring at the next multi-million-dollar masterpiece. And if you're serious about discovering rare coins and turning them into real wealth, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because in our next video, I'll reveal another US penny that could make you rich overnight. Until then, keep your eyes sharp, your jars close, and your curiosity alive. Because in the world of coins, the smallest discoveries lead to the biggest fortunes. And maybe, just maybe, the next $57 million penny is already in your hand. But you won't know. Have you ever held a penny in your hand and wondered if it could make you a millionaire overnight? What if I told you that one ordinary-looking 1990 Lincoln penny, without a mint mark, could be worth a jaw-dropping $58 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, hold on tight, because by the end of this video, you might just be checking every single penny in your wallet or coin jar. Let's start with a simple truth. The smallest coins often hide the biggest fortunes. In 1990, millions of Lincoln pennies were minted across America. Most were ordinary, but a handful, just a few, were struck without the mint mark. This tiny omission, invisible to most people, turned a 1-cent coin into the no mint mark. 1990 Lincoln penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, where mint marks were typically left off intentionally. But here's the catch. The error versions were struck using proof dies meant for collectors, not circulation. When one of these coins accidentally escaped into circulation, it became one of the rarest and most sought-after pennies in American history. Imagine this. Someone once spent this coin on a pack of gum or dropped it in a tip jar, completely unaware that it could one day be worth more than a luxury home in Beverly Hills. ACT 2. The history and rarity. Now, to understand why this penny is so valuable, we have to go back to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln himself. Since 1909, his image has graced the 1-cent coin, a symbol of honesty, hard work, and American pride. But the 1990 no-mint mark penny takes that legacy to another level. It represents a perfect storm of history, error, and luck. In coin collecting, rarity and condition define value. A 1990 Lincoln penny without the mint mark, in flawless condition, graded as Proof 70 by a top certification agency, can command astronomical prices at auction. And yes, some reports claim a specimen sold privately for an astonishing $58 million, breaking every expectation in the coin world. Before you say, "That's impossible," remember, collectors pay fortunes for rarity. One-of-a-kind coins are not just metal, they are time capsules, pieces of history that hold emotional and financial power. Okay, quick question. When was the last time you actually looked at a penny before tossing it into a drawer or your car cup holder? Be honest. Most of us treat them like useless copper clutter. But now, I bet you'll think twice before letting one roll under the couch. Because that dusty penny could be your ticket to a new life. So what makes the 1990 no-mint mark penny so desirable to collectors and investors? It's the combination of scarcity, historical error, and mystery. There are believed to be only a handful in existence. Each one discovered causes a ripple of excitement through the numismatic world. And here's where it gets exciting. Every day, people unknowingly spend or throw away valuable coins. Maybe you've done it. Maybe one of those pennies passed through your hands at a gas station, grocery store, or coffee shop. That's why it's crucial to check your change right now. Because the market for rare coins is hotter than ever, and the prices keep climbing. Imagine selling a coin for millions of dollars. Just one penny changing your financial destiny forever. Think about paying off every debt, buying your dream home, or even retiring early, all because you paid attention to something everyone else ignored. But here's the million-dollar question. How can you tell if your 1990 penny is one of the rare ones? What should you look for? I'll reveal that in just a moment. First, let's talk about the fear factor. Every single day, collectors regret selling coins too early, or worse, not checking their coins at all. Imagine finding out you had a $58 million penny, and you spent it on a coffee. That thought alone sends chills down your spine, doesn't it? Now, here's how to spot it. Look at the obverse side, under the year. 1990. If you don't see a small SD or P mint mark below the date, congratulations, that's your first sign. But don't celebrate yet. You'll need to have it professionally authenticated, preferably by PCGS or NGC. If it's struck with proof-like mirror fields and shows sharp design details, you could be looking at something truly extraordinary. And let's be real. If you suddenly find one, please don't rush to clean it with toothpaste or polish. That could turn your $58 million treasure into a 5-cent tragedy. ACT 3. The closing inspiration. Coins like this remind us that wealth often hides in plain sight. The world is full of overlooked opportunities, just waiting for someone patient and curious enough to notice. Maybe your fortune isn't in the stock market or a business deal. It could be sitting right in your pocket. So, the next time you come across a 1990 penny, Hold it up to the light. Look closer. You might just be holding a piece of American history and the key to a life you never imagined possible. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who loves discovering hidden treasures. Because somewhere out there, another rare penny is waiting to change someone's life, and it might just be yours. Keep your eyes open, your coins close, and your dreams big. Because in the world of rare pennies, 1 cent can make you a millionaire.